Welcome back to Whatever Garage. In this episode, we're going to get back into this busted engine. Let's get started. Now, you may or may not recall, in a previous video, we may have had a slight engine mishap. So, we are going to pull this motor and figure out what's what with it, okay? I need to put that head back on to make it easier to pull out. I was down here undoing the flex plate and the torque converter, and all of this spewed out of the number 8 cylinder as I turned it around. Smells like fuel, but feels like antifreeze. Now, we didn't have any problems. Excuse me, not number 8, number 7 cylinder. We did not have any problems with this side. So, I think we're in for some surprises to find out more stuff wrong with this engine. Alright, now that we've got the motor out on the stand, my injury has been taken care of. In case you missed it since it was on fast forward, the leveler, when I was taking it out, I was cranking it, and I had my hand on there to brace it, and I guess it was in between the two brackets and it skipped, and when it did, it pinched the skin. So I got like a 2-inch spot where I'm missing skin now. So that felt great. Just lesson learned, don't put your hand on top of the damn thing. Now, I drained the coolant out. I haven't drained the oil out yet because I want to go ahead and just take the top off. Remember, this is the side that's messed up. This is the side I said where we had, well, you can see it, coolant come out of the rear. And so we've got more damage than I thought we did. So let's take this off and see what's what. 1/2 inch. That does not feel tight at all. Did we forget? I think we forgot. Huh. Yeah, that's not tight. Look at that. Now, I have to go back and look at the video, but I could have sworn I did them all. Apparently not. Yeah, there's water in all the cylinders. Water in that cylinder and water in that cylinder. Why? Well, it wasn't tight. That could have been one of the problems. Remember I told you we were fighting a vacuum issue? The bottom bolts were not torqued down. So that could be one of the problems. So let's just put this over here for right now. Oh, wait a minute. Let's also look at the bottom. Any visible damage? None that I see. All right. No visible damage on that one. But we've got water in 2 cylinders, or antifreeze. Huh. Let's look at the gasket. All right, gasket looks fine. So I'm gonna have to say it was another one of my mistakes. All right, here we go. Number 1, number 7, both have antifreeze. And it looks like that could be condensation, but with our luck, it was probably antifreeze also in that one. These were not in very tight. Put these in yesterday just so we could take the head off. And there's another one. It's 1, 2, 3. I'll put 4 there. One, 2, 3, 4. I did. And I got all 4 of them. Now, here's where I made another mistake when I was putting this motor together. I kept laying stuff across here. And I'd be willing to bet you that's how something fell into the head on this side. It's just a guess. I'm going to assume that happened. This one already has the damage we've already seen. That head is now a wall hanger. All right. The cylinder wall could use a honing and then it'll probably be okay. That's about all I gotta say about that. Let's get, well, this is a separate video, so let's show it. Hopefully you can see it where it's all dinged up in there. That one's good. This one's got water in it, but since it was right next to this one, what do you expect? Now this head got messed up because when I put it back together, I screwed this end up. But no other part of it's messed up. So the head wasn't blown. It was, the head itself was broken. The metal, not the gasket. All right, take that off. I want to look at the head here. Yeah, head's fine. Not the head, the block, excuse me. The block is fine. All right, again, not a great day, but we did have other issues. And now I want to see if any of those issues have gone through the rest of the motor. Meaning, do we have metal in our oil? If we do, it's got to be completely broken down and rebuilt. All right, we're going to start off with a clean container. It's wiped out. And hopefully I can get this all right, in case you couldn't tell, block was full of antifreeze. All right, that's what came out. or what's left of it. The first container went into a separate container for the antifreeze. I'm getting ready to dump all this into here. And we're going to do our best to see if we can tell if there's any metal fragments in there, but I think she's just a total teardown, unfortunately. All right, we're going to do just like we did last time with this exact same motor. We are going to cut open the oil filter and see if we have any particles inside, just so I can make it worthwhile the money I spent on this tool. Now granted, it wasn't that much, but still. All right, I must have really closed it up. Now, got to be able to turn it, but it's covered in oil, so this is going to be fun. Not to mention that's my bad hand. Well, I'd be a genius then. Switch hands. Oh wow, look how easy that is. If I can get this one spot right here, we should be good. See? Told you. For once, I knew what I was talking about. Alright. Let's open this up. It's got that little spring in the bottom. A lot of residue down there, but it's more like dirt. And dirt more like, you know, dirty carbon. Yeah. I do not see metal fragments in here. It looks like we're still going to break that motor down though. Yeah, I think we're good on that. We survived. We just smashed a head and got antifreeze in our system, I believe, is all that happened. And a piston, smashed a piston. But we need to check to make sure nothing else is bent lower down. This is a thick chunk of metal, so this is going to go into the, oh, almost went to the emergency room there. This is going to go into the scrap metal bin, and we'll end up on a robot one day when I decide to build another one. Or statue, whatever the hell you want to call them. Alright, I'll let this drain overnight so we can get as much out as possible. We're now going to take the oil pan off, but I'm going to do it without flipping it over first, because if there's any metal fragments in the bottom, I want to be able to get to them. Get the oil out of the way before I end up putting my foot in it. See if I see any chunks of metal in here. Not. I just see ruined oil. That's it. Put this up here out of the way. It's still full of liquid. Did you hear that? When you drain from the plug on this side, does it do both sides or does it do just one? We're gonna find out. Because it sounds like there is still antifreeze in this thing. Alright, so this side was 3/4? No, I mean not 9/16. Everything looks all right. I mean, obviously dirty. I'm gonna take the oil pump out, flush it. Looking at the crank, I don't see any visible damage, but we also need to take this off so we can get to this side. And it would be this one that we'll have to look at, which was what, number 6, where we had the problems. So we'll do that. All right, hang tight. All right, guys, I took the number 6 bearing cap off. I want you to look at it and tell me what you think. Remember, this engine only has maybe 3,000 miles on it. So is that something that's worn in? There's no groove. I don't feel a groove. But is that something that's worn into it, or is it just that's how it is breaking into the new material? I don't know. I mean, I don't feel a groove of any kind. Run my fingernail. Nothing. I don't know. You tell me. Here, I'll bring you over here and we'll take a look at this. All right, that's the crank. It's got that one little line there, but it's just a discoloration. There's nothing there. My fingernail's not catching on it or anything. Try and get you different angles, so maybe the light will get out of your way, get in your way. I don't know, whichever. But you tell me. In my opinion, I think that looks fine. I mean, we're still going to replace all the bearings. I want an idea of what y'all think, if this is good, bad, or indifferent. Okay. Let's take the rod out now, the rod and the piston, and see if the cylinder's scored up or not. I'll leave it in real time in case I really screw it up. But trying to get it out without it hitting on anything. So far, so good. Get my hand down here. Oh, got my glove stuck. There we go. Huh. I guess it's a good thing that was bad anyway. Sorry guys, did not mean to do that. Amateur hour over here. All right. All right, rings are still intact. Now she's rusty because of all the antifreeze, okay? I know this is the real professional way, but the rod doesn't look bent. We'll figure out a way to measure it later. Guess what? I took the wrong one out. I'm a flippin' idiot. I took out number 5. Let's try taking out the right one now. And this rod looks fine. What a moron. All right, we'll keep all those parts together. Damn, Scott, be a little more professional. You know, we'll run a home through all of this just to start her off fresh. Should I go ahead and do new rings on everything? I want your opinion, because it's going to be a little bit before I rebuild it. So by the time you watch this video, I should have time to respond to you. Should I do all new rings on everything? Or do you think these are good enough since they only got 3,000 miles on them? That's the question. You know, that's sad when your impact drill is not even strong enough to do that. And I'm not even putting much force on this. And remember, we did retorque all these, so there's nothing wrong with them. And if y'all hear that background noise, it's like a beating noise. They're still doing construction in my neighborhood. They're putting in, I guess, new fiber optics, but they're doing everything underground. So there's that. What'd you do with the hammer? Be more careful this time. All right, this one looks the exact same way. I mean, it looks like it has a couple of score marks, but that could be just the fresh material since these were brand new. All right, yeah. Making sure I keep these two separated. God, I keep them separated. Ooh, I guess I shouldn't sing. Not that I know how to sing, but I don't want to get gigged on anything. How about if I be smart this time and put my knee in the way? Is that all right? Yay! And there is our chewed up. Oh boy. I think that cylinder is going to be ganked, I bet. Here's our chewed up piston. It's not just on the top, a little bit on the sides here, which makes me think our cylinder is going to be chewed up. I could be wrong, but we'll find out. Oh, and wait a minute, what is that? That is a piece of carbon. Let's find out. Let me get the magnet. We'll just test. See that black piece right here? It's just carbon. Okay, it's not metal. We're good. Just checking. Let me get you in a better position so you can see in here, and I'll flip this over, okay? I think I'm gonna invest in one of those ones that you can crank around. I'm not the muscle-bound idiot I used to be. Oh, well, going this way is easy. It was going back that way that sucked. Oh, we're on the wrong side, guys. Let me turn it for you, make it easier. Nope, I'm leaking oil. Keep it under the mats, or over the mats. I'll get a flashlight and take you over there. I'm gonna be honest with you, it doesn't look bad. I was worried about up in here. Oh, wait a minute, there's a little scoring. Yep, if you can see it, see the lines running right here and here. I wonder if we can get that out with a hone, like, you know, the old cheapo one that I have, the dingle ball hone. Yeah, it's really scored up here though. But you know what, that might not make a difference because it doesn't look like the piston goes all the way up there. You can see where the mark is. It's sort of like right here. No lip, obviously, because it's a brand new motor. Looking at, you know, all the way through at this, everything seems to be fine. Those are just bubbles from the antifreeze and stuff mixing. Wait a minute. There may be a couple gank marks on that. Guess we'll flip her back over and take a closer look. But I would say the cylinder is pretty much okay. I'll run the hone through it and we'll make a decision from there. I can hurry up and do this before the film runs out. Before the battery runs out. See, going this way sucks. Flipping it back over is easy. All right, get a rag. I mean, overall, it feels good. I'd like to know what kind of crank this is. It says 307 on this part, but I don't know enough about crankshafts to know what's what. Looks like it's been machined. Well, obviously it's been machined, but I mean, maybe after the fact. There again, what do I know? All that wear could be where somebody just improperly put everything in, but I didn't build it, I don't know. He said he had a professional do it, but he said the professional was a drunk. And you know, he slammed the hood and sent the you know, the breather tube that, you know, you tie down or cinch down your breather top, the top to the air filter. Yeah, he sent that straight through the hood, so. But I've done some stupid shit too. All right, let me get a box together with some dividers and we're gonna take all of this apart. We'll go to time lapse for that. I'm just curious. Wow, yeah. Compared to the other motor, remember the other one we tried to get started in the engine stand? Yeah, this one moves easy compared to that one. That's amazing. And again, I probably should have taken that off, but hey, it helps right now. Everything else seems to flow fine. I don't see any marks. I mean, I see assembly marks, you know, where they marked everything when they put it on. And maybe he was half professional, or maybe they just bought a crate motor and the guy installed it. Don't know. The owner wasn't too knowledgeable. You know, he paid people to have his work done for him. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just me, I prefer to work on the stuff so I can learn. Alright guys, overview. This is driver's side. They're actually not bad. This one, this side is definitely not bad. You come over to this side, good, good, good. This one, I don't know if you can see, there's just some scoring. Not much, just a little bit. I think if we use a little dingle ball hone, I think we can fix that. And then other than that, I've seen no metal, nothing anywhere. I think we can get away with bearings, a piston, and a head. What do you think? All right guys, this has been a quick little video showing you the autopsy of the motor. And I think what we can determine is it all started with me screwing up the timing. All right, and then I may have not have torqued the head bolts on one side all the way. And what else? I don't know, that's pretty much it. And the inability to diagnose, or the inability to want to know that it could be the worst. I always think that it's the worst, and it usually ends up not being. Well, this time it was the worst. So that motor, I think we can save. Not I think, I know we can save because I'm going to. We're going to order new bearings. I think I'm gonna go ahead and order a new ring set. We're gonna really clean this engine out. I mean, we're gonna blow out the oil passages, everything, get it really nice and clean so that we don't have to worry about all that residue from the crap from before. What else do we need for this? Well, pretty much everything. New intake gaskets, new header gaskets. I'm going to try and track down a set of heads. Locally, I can pick up a set of the LT1 heads cheaper than the ones that are on here. And these are the L98 heads. I believe that's what they are, from what I've looked up. So I'm going to try and get the LT1 heads, another piston. I'm going to hone out each of the cylinders. And by hone out, I'm going to dingle ball hone, just scratch them up. What else can we do? I don't know. That's pretty much it. But bear with me on this. I know this has been a long, drawn-out process, but hey, this is how I learn. I am not a mechanic. I'm a hobbyist. Okay? I keep saying that. So stick around. It has to get better because this is by far the worst. So this is Whatever Garage out.